Hi folks, welcome to Aunty K's. This is Tarot Study Buddy, and this is where you send in your own personal tarot readings, tarot spreads, where you feel stuck. And there's part of the reading you just aren't understanding. And um, and then I unpack it, and we all get to see how to unpack problem areas in our personal readings. And so this week's Tarot Study Buddy reading is going to look at when we get stuck on a singular meaning of a card. And especially when we have a, a single focused outcome in mind. Um, so we look at the cards around it, we look to see what it actually says, what it actually supports. And that's what we're going to get into in this week's Tarot Study Buddy. So I'm glad you're all here. Please like, comment, subscribe, keep your comments nice, friendly, and let's get on with this reading. So in this week's Tarot Study Buddy, we are looking at my friend's weekend coming up. In 2 weeks, they're joining their best friend and their best friend's wife at Pride in a big city. My friend is straight. Her best friend is a lesbian, and she's going with them to Pride. And this is a wonderful thing to do. Go celebrate. But she wants to know what's going to happen on this weekend. She's looking for excitement. Pride's a big party. It's also her birthday. She's super excited. COVID's been long and hard for the single folks out there. And she's looking at this reading, and she sees herself here as the Empress. I just have a card behind to help support that. She sees herself here as the Empress, and she sees the Emperor down here, and is like, yes, I'm gonna find my soulmate. I'm gonna draw a card to confirm what this reading is about. And pulls the Four of Wands, stuck on a singular meaning. So they say, all right, I can see I am meeting the person of my dreams. This is the Four of Wands. This is someone I'm going to probably get married or have a really serious relationship with. And, I'm going to meet them at this fabulous weekend with my friends. So the Emperor and the Empress, they're not like a soulmate connection. They're probably not in love. If love was part of the arrangement of their marriage, they were lucky. The Empress and the Emperor are a stable marriage, but they aren't a loving romantic marriage. They're the best arrangement for the situation, usually of states and empires. The Four of Wands is celebration, and a celebration of getting to a new level, a level of stability. It's a celebration of marriage. It's a celebration of family. It's Pride. This is about going to Pride. And when you're like, am I meeting my soulmate? No, you're going to Pride. My dear straight friend, you are going to Pride. And what we see here is you could be looking around everywhere for that straight dude somewhere in the crowds of a big city pride event. And like you might find like some straight dude there. but either he doesn't notice because he's having the time of his life with his friends, or he's at Pride for also not the right reasons of hoping to like hook up with some couple of bi chicks who are at Pride looking for a straight dude. He's going to be pretty disappointed. He would probably settle for, at least I found somebody who will have sex with me. But the one other person you find at Pride who is willing to have sex with you is not your soulmate, because there are people out there who, will fall in love with you, versus you're the only person here who is going to have sex with me. So Pride's not the place to find your straight soulmate. And it really shouldn't be the place. It's where you're celebrating other people's love and stability and marriage. And who knows what will happen in that. Because, you're at Pride. See all these dudes down in the front row? It's just a bunch of dudes. They aren't looking at you. And so, the tools are up to you. You can spend your time looking around for the straight dude at Pride and not celebrating. Let's go on with this. And, just looking for them and giving in to, the most base, desires here. Or, this magician. Or you can use your tools of, love and understanding and being there to support other people's happiness right now. And if you do that, you will have a party. You will have a great, big, loving, amazing party. And who knows what happens in that. But nobody down this row is paying attention. They're just not. So you can have a great time with your friends and all of the great people you are going to meet, supporting their celebration and their remembrance of a really difficult past. Or you can be there to ignore all that and just look for the one straight dude who is absolutely nobody's soulmate. That dude's nobody's soulmate. He's just the best arrangement, Empress, Emperor. The best arrangement. Hold out for something better than the best arrangement, because it's there. It's just not at Pride. and that's okay, because you know what else you've been missing out on through COVID is having a party with your friends and celebrating with your friends and supporting your friends through difficult histories. We've missed out on all those things during COVID too. So go enjoy that multitude of things you have the opportunity to celebrate. It can be really hard when you are seeing your hopes and dreams appear, my soulmate. But the other cards around have to support it, and they have to support it in a way that makes sense in this reading. And in the situation where you are at. But any situation you're at, these two aren't, they're sort of by the way I'm holding in them, but these two aren't really lined up in a 2-3 scenario. That Emperor and that Empress aren't even aligned in this 2-3 setup. And in considering the circumstances and where you're going, it's Pride. There's a bunch of gay guys having the time of their lives and all kinds of queer folks, but this is just showing that clear division to your eyes. So you need to see it. There's There's no Two of Cups. There's no Seven of Cups to say your wishes are coming true. There's no, there's just a bunch of court cards who aren't paying attention to you because something bigger is going on. And you could be part of that something bigger too. So when you don't see the cards supporting it, look for what else they talk about. Remember what other things they talk about. And like in this case, where it is still talking about celebrations of love and marriage and stability, it's not about you. And we sort of see this in the spread too. This is all made up of quartz and archetypes. Um, so we're seeing a bunch of people doing their thing versus like something significant happening in your life because you're at a celebration. It's just someone else's, even though it's your birthday. And so you need to wrap your head around this when you go. That for your birthday, you are celebrating somebody else's Four of Wands. And that is a beautiful thing. Good night. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for Tarot Study Help today. You can send in your own tarot reading. It should be a personal reading. You should have some of your own insights on the reading. And you go to www.auntyk.tarot.com. And in the drop down menu, you will find Study Buddy. And you go to that page, you fill out the form, and your reading can be on here. In the booking section of my website, you can sign up for a free reading once a week. One reading gets chosen. You have to submit what your question is, and the question that I find most interesting is the one that gets read. So you can sign up for that, and it goes live on Saturday nights. And also check out the Land Back Tarot. There are still a few copies left. You can sign up for my monthly newsletter at the very top of my website just before bookings. And I hope you all enjoy your day.